This is a test of the National Weather Service NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Warning Alarm System in cooperation with the Emergency Alert System. Tests of this alarm system are conducted every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and at 7 p.m. If there is a severe weather threat, the tests are postponed until the next available good weather day. The alarm tone will activate for severe weather and other life-threatening emergency messages for the following 14 transmitters and associated broadcast areas: WXL-57 at Des Moines, WXL-94 at Bremer County, WXK-84 at Fort Dodge, KXI-98 at Marshalltown, KXI-62 at Montezuma, WXN-91 at Rathbun Lake, WNG-730 at Ottumwa, KZZ-51 at Carroll, KZZ-68 at Van Wert, KXI-65 at Lenox, WNG-666 at Iowa Falls, WNG-668 at Denison, WNG-688 at Ringsted, KJY-63 at Forest City. For a detailed listing of what counties are served by each transmitter, please visit the NOAA Weather Radio section of our website at www.weather.gov/Des Moines. Once again, please visit the NOAA Weather Radio section at our website, www.weather.gov/Des Moines. This concludes our test. We now return to regular programming. Now here is the hazardous weather outlook.
Something I would like to mention to the ones tagged in this video: the DSP, because it's using a digital signal processor and not analog like the rest of the 120s, its reception is absolutely terrible. So I'm going for a different approach with RCA cables and using a aluminum makeshift satellite sort of thing, and it's working relatively well, but when I get into certain spots, it starts to have bad reception. So I've been working on this for a few days now, and I'm still trying to master its quality a little. This was the original thing. It worked pretty well until it didn't. I don't know why this just keeps failing on me, but I find it very, very annoying that the WR20 DSP has a digital signal processor and is so bad at getting reception, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's been recalled at some point because of that. So I just personally find the WR120 Easy and B way more reliable than the DSP, simply because the DSP, well, has a DSP, whereas these have an ASP, which makes them better at reception, of course. Well, this one is probably more technologically advanced. Its reception is not the greatest. I'm not saying it's a bad weather radio. It's a really good one, but just the reception on it has been ruined by the digital signal processor, and because they didn't use analog, and it makes it work, or doesn't make it work as good as it should before. So I'm kind of just working on this whole thing right here. The 100 had the same issue a little bit, but not as bad. It just had a little bit of hissing that I didn't like, so I decided to put this thing up here with two 3.5 millimeter cable, or like a cable with two 3.5 millimeter heads for this purpose. One into here, it runs up through the back of here with foil on top, and works pretty well actually.
Sunday, mostly.
I find it kind of crazy that the radio with the same amount of antennas around it and other stuff gets better reception.
Sunny.
This has also been pretty screwed up from transmitting near it, so I found it even crazier. This one's advisory light and all the other ones are very weird acting. They act pretty weird sometimes, and I just saw this one just flash really fast. Don't know if I caught that. But yeah, this whole reception thing is really hard to do because of the DSP. It keeps acting frustrating with how it works.
At the Des Moines airport, it was mostly sunny.
As you can hear,
The
there is
temperature
some
was
interference.
52 degrees Fahrenheit, or 11 degrees Celsius, the dew point 25, and the relative humidity 35%. The wind was
It
northwest
is
at 40.
relatively good right now, but I want to make it so that it's like the rest of them,
Across central.
where there's no hissing or static at all. It's just completely clear, completely good. So my thought is I'm going to try to get this port thing shoved inside the foil so that it's held together by the pencil inside here and the foil, so that it kind of just like works as a regular antenna, just a little bit extended with this sort of thing right here. It's kind of like those satellites you see outside of Nexrad sites where there are a bunch of them. This is basically what that was inspired off of. See, it has the same feed horn kind of setup, has the same dish setup sort of thing, and it has the same, I guess if you want to say, waveguide cable setup. So basically what it's meant to do is receive the signal, and because this account is an antenna and it's connected to the antenna port, it should theoretically receive it, send the signal through here. This receives it as well, and then it sends it through here, throughout this RCA jack, and goes into here, which gives it better reception than what there would regularly be on it. That's basically all I have to say about the whole setup thing right here. And let me know what you think of the setup. To anyone who is tagged or not, just let me know what you think of the setup. And I know my wiring job could have been done better, but honestly I kind of like it this way. It makes it feel better in a way. But that one.